From her rapid ascent to stardom to the controversies that later surrounded her, this is the story of Liz Cambage's rise and fall. In recent years, the WNBA has experienced significant growth in viewership, positioning itself as one of the fastest-growing sports leagues in the United States. In the 2022 season, ESPN networks and ABC broadcasted 49 games, drawing an average audience of 412,000 viewers, a 22% increase compared to 2021. Notably, the regular season finale between the Las Vegas Aces and Seattle Storm on ABC captivated an average of 852,000 viewers, with a peak of 1.1 million, making it the most-watched WNBA game across all platforms since 2008. However, the league soon found itself entangled in controversy centered around former Aces player Liz Cambage. The Australian basketball sensation has found herself in the headlines for reasons far removed from her on-court prowess. Cambage drew criticism after stepping away from the Australian national team shortly before the Tokyo Olympics, a decision that disappointed many fans. Further fueling the controversy were her racially charged remarks directed at the Nigerian national team, a situation made even more complex. Given her own Nigerian heritage, there's no denying Cambage's immense talent, yet her erratic behavior has sparked discussions regarding her mental health. To fully understand how things reached this point, let's rewind to her early beginnings. Liz relocated to Australia with her mother as a child, enduring relentless teasing over her height. Standing at an extraordinary 6 feet tall by the age of 10, she often found herself the target of schoolyard taunts. Seeking friendship and community, she turned to basketball, a decision that would soon reveal her prodigious talent. As a teenager, Cambage joined the Dandenong Rangers in the WNBA. For the 2007 to 2008 season, her impact was immediate, dominating the court by averaging over 20 points and 10 rebounds per game during her junior years. Her impressive performances caught the attention of the Tulsa Shock, who selected her in the 2011 WNBA draft. In her rookie season, Cambage was honored with a spot on the WNBA All-Rookie team, a testament to her skill and potential. With each passing season, Cambage continued to refine her game. In 2018, a trade to the Dallas Wings marked a turning point in her career. It was with the Wings that she achieved a historic feat, setting a WNBA record by scoring 53 points in a single game, an achievement that stunned the basketball world. Over her career, Cambage became a four-time WNBA All-2011, 2018, 2019, 2021. In 5 seasons, she averaged 16.3 points, 7.7 rebounds, 1.5 assists, and 1.6 blocks per game, boasting an impressive 54.4% shooting efficiency. Cambage also extended her career overseas, signing with China's Zhejiang Chaozhou Basketball Club, where she earned a lucrative $400,000 per season, ranking her among the highest-paid female basketball players globally. She later played for the Shanxi Flame during the 2018 to 2019 season, further boosting her international profile. Despite her extraordinary achievements on the court, Cambage's career has been overshadowed by controversy. In 2021, tensions escalated when the Australian Olympic Committee released promotional images for the Tokyo Olympics, which Cambage criticized for their lack of diversity. She voiced her frustration over the underrepresentation of athletes of color, vowing to withdraw from Olympic participation as a form of protest. Liz voiced her frustration over the photos, stating, "I've said this countless times. How can I represent a nation that refuses to represent me? Australia, it's time to wake up. I'm done playing these games." She expressed disappointment over what she perceived as systemic whitewashing, emphasizing that black athletes consistently lead in various sports, and Indigenous athletes, some of the most talented in the country, are routinely overlooked. In response to the criticism, the Australian Olympic Committee acknowledged the lack of diversity in the promotional shoot and committed to being more inclusive in the future. Although Liz had initially implied she would sit this one out, she later clarified her intentions to still participate in the Olympics. However, things took another turn. That same year, Cambage made headlines again when she officially withdrew from the Australian women's basketball squad, citing mental health challenges as the reason behind her decision. She admitted that the immense pressure and expectations of performing at the top level had taken a toll on her well-being. Liz has long been candid about her mental health journey. In a heartfelt article for the Players Tribune, she opened up about her struggles with anxiety and depression, describing basketball as both a sanctuary and a source of overwhelming stress. In an emotional excerpt from her piece titled DNP Mental Health, Liz wrote about the darkest periods of her life, sharing how she was once placed on suicide watch. In 2016, she recounted the painful moment of calling her mother, admitting she no longer wished to live, and how, Even after finding healing, she still carries the emotional burden of having put her loved ones through such a traumatic ordeal. Despite her transparency, her withdrawal from the Olympic team was met with significant backlash, leaving many Australians feeling let down. But this wasn't the only controversy. Cambage faced what came next would ignite the most intense criticism of her career. During a 2021 pre-Olympic warm-up match, while playing for the Australian Opals, Liz was accused of making racially offensive remarks toward players from the Nigerian national team. The allegations were particularly shocking given Liz's own Nigerian heritage. Reports claimed that during the game, she elbowed a Nigerian player in the neck, slapped another across the face, and allegedly referred to the team as monkeys. Former Opals captain Jenna Ohia later revealed that Cambage told the Nigerian players to go back to your third world country. During the altercation, this incident unfolded just before Cambage withdrew from Olympic competition. Following her departure, she announced that she would never represent the Opals again. After signing with the WNBA's Los Angeles Sparks, Liz expressed how much more valued and protected she felt within the Sparks organization compared to her experience with the Australian national team. I feel supported and protected here, in a way I never did with the Opals or Basketball Australia, she remarked. However, her comments sparked outrage from prominent figures in Australian basketball. Legends like Andrew Bogut and Andrew Gaze voiced their disapproval. Gaze, in particular, was deeply offended by Cambage's claims of lacking support, saying, "What really upsets me is her suggesting she never received support from Australia, the Opals, or Basketball Australia. That is simply untrue and incredibly disrespectful." Andrew Bogut also weighed in, implying that what had been shared publicly was just a sanitized version of the incident. He mentioned that there were far worse things said, comments too offensive to be repeated on air. "You've only heard the PG version," Bogut remarked. "There's a lot more that hasn't been disclosed. I'm relieved someone finally spoke out about it because what happened was absolutely disgraceful. Some words used were so vile, I wouldn't even utter them myself." That's a strong statement coming from a veteran like Bogut. What made matters worse was Liz's failure to deliver a sincere apology. Her reluctance to take responsibility left many feeling that her actions were rooted in entitlement. It's clear that Cambage has been grappling with personal struggles, and one can only hope she eventually finds the peace and clarity she needs. So, where is Liz Cambage now? In July 2022, she and the Los Angeles Sparks announced a mutual decision to part ways. Just months after she had joined the team as a free agent in February, her departure marked her exit from the WNBA, at least for the foreseeable future. In a heartfelt social media post, Cambage expressed gratitude for her time with the Sparks, calling it a dream come true. She acknowledged the abrupt nature of her exit, expressing regret that things didn't conclude on better terms. Liz also highlighted the need for the WNBA to foster safer and more supportive environments for its players, indicating that she would be stepping away from professional basketball for the time being. But if you thought her basketball exit was the final chapter, think again. Cambage later surprised fans by launching an OnlyFans account, shifting her focus to a very different platform. It's a surprising turn for someone once regarded as one of the sport's brightest stars. Liz Cambage's journey through the basketball world was undeniably extraordinary. Her dominance on the court and her influence in elevating women's basketball cannot be overlooked. Despite the controversies and setbacks, Liz's impact on the game is lasting. She broke barriers and became a trailblazer, inspiring future generations of female athletes. Her talent, combined with her outspoken advocacy, has left a permanent imprint on both the sport and society at large. So, from her rapid ascent to fame to the controversies that clouded her career, that's the rise and fall of Liz Cambage.